Jevon Holland is here. Crowder will be joining us from New Jersey, where he's taping inside the NFL today. He will join us the moment they're done taping up there. Solana's on site with me here, as is Tree Crawford, our on-site engineer. And Jevon, we'll talk some Dolphins, but I want to start with the Heat and Kyle Lowry. So I'm going to ask Solana to let everybody know where this stands. I don't know if you watched this trade happen this morning on social media, but Kyle Lowry, the Kyle Lowry era with the Miami Heat is over.
Right.
And we now welcome Terry Rozier to the Miami Heat. And so I do my little research when it comes down. I know Terry Rozier, but I wanted to look and see, has he ever been an all-star? Like, I want to know a little bit of background.
Right.
What I found, what intrigued me the most about Terry Rozier is that he gained social media notoriety when he was on NBA TV's The Starters, because he shared a family recipe, which was a sandwich with spaghetti, ranch, and sprinkled with sugar. So
where is he from?
I don't know. That's a good question.
If we can find out where he's from Philly?
Yes.
I don't know. That doesn't really match up with my thought process.
Sandwich?
Spaghetti?
Spaghetti?
People eat. Okay.
Spaghetti
Let's
sandwiches.
break it down. If you have spaghetti and you sprinkle sugar on it with bread on the side, that's a meal.
Well, why would you sprinkle sugar on spaghetti, though?
Some people like it sweet.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never heard that before.
Some people like it sweet. It's a black thing for sure.
Really?
Absolutely.
Sugar on spaghetti?
Yeah. I don't know if it's only a black thing, but I only know black people have the debate is sugar goes on spaghetti. I put hot sauce on spaghetti.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sugar on spaghetti.
Yeah.
Mind blown here.
Yeah.
Hoch, you might not know, but when you're a Catholic, you go to these St. Joseph's altars, and they give you this like weird sugar stuff to put on your spaghetti when you go. It's
okay. Yeah, I
interesting.
didn't know that.
No idea.
Yeah,
no idea.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, so because that was the part that jumped out at me on Terry Rozier was the sugar,
and not the spaghetti sandwich.
Right. Well, I've heard of spaghetti sandwiches before.
I feel like this is a little bit too much carb.
Oh yeah, I mean it's a lot of carbs.
That's
But
a
I
lot
mean,
of
what's
carb.
the difference if you have a big plate of spaghetti and 3 garlic rolls and you're just kind of dipping the sauce and
right?
whatever.
But you're dipping the garlic roll in the sauce. You're not garlic roll noodle sauce.
I'm not telling you I've had a spaghetti sandwich. I'm just telling you I've heard of it before, and it actually sounds appealing. You ever have like baked spaghetti, so it's kind of crispy, kind of crunchy?
True. Like a ziti pizza.
Correct. I would kind of be down with that, like a baked spaghetti sandwich.
Right.
I don't know about the ranch.
Yeah, I don't know ranch. Ranch and sugar?
Ranch and sugar is his topping on the.
I don't know. His taste buds might be a little confused.
Anyway, that's the fascinating part of Terry Rozier for me personally was the spaghetti sandwich. So Solana, you spent all day yesterday on this show. Me and Crowder and you were talking about the possibility of Terry Rozier or anyone coming to the Heat, but the Heat getting rid of a large expiring contract, but taking on a contract that's got 2 or 3 more years to go. And you said there's no chance that they're going to do that, and it's exactly what they did. But I know you've been formulating a reason as to why now you can see the light.
Yeah, I don't think that I was saying there's no way they would. I just didn't expect the Heat to trade Kyle Lowry in return for a player who's on a deal for the next 3 seasons. I also, in my wildest imaginations, couldn't have imagined the Hornets saying, oh, Lowry in one protected first in 2027? Let's go. Let's do it. I mean, I thought it would take Nico. Like, I thought they'd really try to get something out of the Heat.
Which looks like what the Hawks were doing with DeJounte Murray, right? They wanted more. Hornets ended up saying, yeah, we'll take that. Crowder is joining us now from New Jersey.
Hey.
The NFL today, CC.
That was good. That was good. We had a good time.
We were just learning that Terry Rozier, the most fascinating part as I research him. Okay, he's going to be on the Heat. What do I need to know about Terry Rozier? He went viral because he loves, it's a family recipe, a spaghetti sandwich with ranch and sugar. And Jevon was saying he's familiar with putting sugar on spaghetti.
Yeah.
That might be a black person's thing.
Yeah, I said it. I mean, I know it amongst the black community. I don't know if it's only black people, but I know sugar on spaghetti. I've had it before. I mean, it's not terrible. It's just a little sweet, but I don't know
like
about.
table
I don't know.
sugar?
Want
Yeah,
no
just throw
sweet-
some sugar on there.
No sweet
just don't-
spaghetti.
We got to get Crowder.
I'm not a fan.
We got to get Crowder's microphone.
I'm a spicy
attached.
spaghetti type of guy. I throw hot sauce and some Tabasco, Louisiana in there.
You got to try the new Crowder powder. You know,
I
Crowder's
had-
got a
you know
seasoning
what?
lines out.
I made a bacon, egg, and cheese, right? You know, my girl's from New York, so she'd be saying Beck. But I was seasoning the eggs. I'm looking through my season cabinet. You know, I got the specifically season named bottles that I pour into. I don't
No.
Yeah, and I got a drawer for it. You know, I'll send you a picture.
Hold
I know.
on a
Hey,
second.
it's elite. Got it off Pinterest.
But that's bougie.
Guys, bougie, but I got it off Pinterest.
So wait a second. You buy a thing of
It's a box of bottles,
right.
So Crowder, give me a check real quick. You're off the air.
Check,
Lowry
1,
salt,
2, 3.
but I
then
got
you poured
That's
in.
better.
I think you're good.
Irish
Go ahead.
in my own bottle, label it Lowry's, right? But people, I got blank stickers, and I have a silver like pencil that I can write the name with. So I slapped the blank one on there, poured the Crowder powder in there,
My
CC's
man.
powder. So I'm cooking up the bacon yesterday, a couple days ago, the bacon, egg, and cheese. Throw the Crowder powder on there. You know how to throw the Crowder powder, the bacon, the cheese, throw a little avocado on there, spice it up, spruce it up, a little hot sauce, cut it, boom. It was gas, man. I tip my hat to you and your creation, man. You got something special for sure.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. But Hawk, that spice drawer, you know my saying, you can't hide money. That's a rich person thing now. That's a rich person thing, Jevon.
Is
That
it a rich
is.
person's thing, or is it just like a neat freak thing? And I don't know if you are or not. Maybe your significant other is, but I got to be honest, man, because my brother and his wife are the same way. Their entire condiments cabinet is organized like if you walk into an IKEA.
Well, I do that. I do that with all my cabinets, and like even when we go
Oh.
shopping, my wife knows I need to put away the groceries because I like labels out. I like it
Yeah.
to look like a grocery
Red
store.
flag.
Right,
If
right.
you open,
Red flag.
if you open my refrigerator, it's going to look like you're shopping at a grocery store. I want
It's got to be organized.
it's got to be organized
Yeah.
the
Why?
right way.
100%.
Why?
Because when I'm cooking, I'm in the zone. I'm reading the directions. I'm reading the instructions, and I'm not going off of the
Who are you,
instructions.
Bobby Flay?
I'm-
You're
I'm Vonnie
scrap-
Flay, brother. I'm going off of the. I'm lightly going off the directions. When I reach in my seasoning cabinet, I need to know that I can trust that the seasoning that I need is right where I'm going to put my hand. And when I organize it properly, it's right next to my stove, right next to my oven. Boom! I'm reaching in there, not even looking, just
like-
seasoning, throwing it back.
You watch the TV show The Bear?
Yeah, I
on
watched the
Hulu?
bear. Yeah,
So every second counts in
Every
the
second
kitchen.
every second
If
counts.
you turn
chef.
to the right, chef. Yes,
You stepping
chef.
in my kitchen, you
Yes,
calling
chef.
me chef because I'm in there, apron up, hat
chef.
on, gloves on, black glove. You know I got extra black gloves.
Wait,
too.
but I got to ask you this though, because we've had Crowder and I've had this conversation before. Do you make your bed every morning?
Making my bed every morning
Me too.
because when
And
you get back, it just feels better to crack it open
It
like a
just-
fresh brew.
everything,
Crack it open.
It
Oh,
looks
get back
like
in there.
I like everything organized. I prop up the pillows. I
Oh.
make it look like a hotel room because I want it to look nice.
I even
want
started doing the
everything-
little shop on the top of the so it like gives it a little.
Woo!
Come on,
Ooh, that's like
you. That's it.
that's elite. That's elite.
That's next
Okay.
level. Now I'm getting
That's
questioned like, why are you doing this little chop on the
That's
top?
4 and
I
5
said-
star hotel
I
elite.
said, take a step back to the back of the room and look at the bed and let me tell me how it looks.
What are you building a little elephant with your
Okay.
towels too before you go home?
Hey, don't
Okay,
don't mock my cleanliness.
Put
all
a
right?
little
But
I love
right on
man.
your pillow as well. So when you get home,
Just a
you got
little spritz of nice cologne.
I love it, man.
But Vonnie Flay, who is in your room this much? Who's in
You said
your
what?
room? Who's in your bedroom this much?
Me. It's just me when I walk in and this is nice. Because when I walk in, I want to feel welcome to I don't want a sloppy bed, clothes on the floor. No. When I walk in, I want it to be nice, relaxed, the energy smooth. I lay down, put my head on. As soon as my head hits the pillow, I'm out. I'm asleep.
I like your style, man.
Yes,
you gotta run your residence as a business. You don't
Sure.
want if you keep your residence sloppy, if you keep the refrigerator sloppy,
Yep.
all that stuff translates into more sloppiness in
Right.
your life. So you keep it all buttoned up.
My mom calls it the witches. They're riding you. If your room is dirty, if your kitchen is dirty, you got clothes out. The witches are gonna. It's just bad energy. You won't get a nice
Totally
rest
agree.
at night.
but there's a difference between living like a slob and welcoming in that bad energy and just having a normal condiment cabinet where things
Yeah,
are
but it
just
sounds
in
yeah,
their
but it
box.
sounds like yours are all willy-nilly. Like it sounds like even if you keep them in their bottles, you don't have them by size or labels out. Like
No.
like you can't
I don't.
have a garlic powder next to Morton salt then next to onion powder because you have to have it by size and organization.
I don't know. I mean, maybe this is, you were talking about a racial division earlier. Maybe this is like Latinos because, brother, I just got sazon completa inside that cabinet. That's about it. Now I got Crowder powder, so I'm adding to the cabinet. But
yeah, but it
it
sounds to me like everything in your fridge, though, like my milk bottle, label out. Soda bottles lined up, labels out.
Why do you need the label out of
Because
the milk bottle?
Because I want it to look.
You're going to confuse the milk bottle with the mustard
Not
bottle?
that I'm going to confuse it.
It just doesn't feel right.
Nice.
It just doesn't feel right. You know,
you have paintings in your house? You have any artwork?
Of course.
Well, do you care if it's crooked or straight?
Don't be ridiculous.
But what's the difference? You can't see it if it's crooked?
You're asking me what the difference between the milk bottle and
100%.
And the art painting on my wall is?
100%.
Crowder, come on.
100%.
I need your help here because what's going on here?
But why would you want to stare at a crooked painting?
I don't want to stare at a crooked painting.
Why would you want to stare at a milk bottle? Because
it's a milk bottle inside my refrigerator.
All right, you're lazy and sloppy.
Okay.
Y'all's season cabinet doesn't have doors on it.
I got a drawer, but growing up, I did have a seasoning cabinet with doors on it, and it was all the seasonings are all in my face at one time. There's no organization. I got to look through to find the black pepper, the garlic pepper.
Right.
I need it to be right where I need it to be, right when I need it to be.
But what,
you know what I mean?
Are you on like an episode of Chopped? I mean, like where you have a time limit to cook? It takes you 3 seconds.
But you just want to know everything's there. I mean, listen, when you got here late, you spilled water all over your computer, didn't you? Right?
That is accurate.
That is accurate. Now I
didn't get here late.
Now I was here. I was set up. I had a leisurely wait as Jevon showed up. You were rushing. You spilled water.
Rushing.
You were rushing. You spilled water all over your computer. Now, do you want to know why? I'm going to tell you why.
Why?
Because your house is sloppy.
It's not sloppy though. Luckily, I have a girlfriend who is a clean freak. But
do you want to know why you were late? You want to know why you were late?
Why?
Because your milk is facing the wrong way in the refrigerator.
Nothing is right in the world until you turn that milk the right way out, brother.
That's what I'm saying.
Turn that milk label out.
Saying. Man, I'm a big fan of Terry Rozier and a big fan of Jevon Holland.
I know what milk is. It's the only thing in the gallon that's white.
Right. No, I'm not saying that you don't know what it is.
Almond milk.
Yeah.
Overrated.
Huh?
You sound crazy.
Overrated.
We're not even really supposed to be drinking cow's milk. Like we're the only species.
I'm not so certain.
Yeah.
We're the only species that drinks milk past a certain age.
Yep.
Name another one in the world on Earth.
What do you mean? Like from the animal kingdom?
Name another species that drinks milk past the development age.
Well, because they haven't figured out a way to bottle it.
Platypus.
Platypus.
I'm not even sure if platypus drink milk. So I'm just, you might. You got a little bit too confident. I might let you rock out.
I can guarantee you right there. That's been Crowder's get out of jail free card answer. Like his entire life, if he gets stumped by something, he yells out platypus and it buys him a little bit of time.
Do platypus? Do they lay eggs?
Platypus lays eggs.
Yeah, they're not mammals. They're
amphibians. But they do drink milk because they're marsupials, so they come out of egg and their parents have nipples.
Right, and then they stop drinking milk at a certain age.
Not the platypuses I've known.
See, I'm telling you, we're not supposed to drink milk because it adds mucus. Mucus is not good for the body.
Oh, we learned that because Crowder is very phlegmy. And,
you're not supposed to drink milk.
And we've had radio people on before that say, hey, did you have like coffee with cream before the show? Yeah, I did. That's why you're phlegmy all the time.
Mucus is not good for the body.
But
that's why I drink.
Do you eat meat?
I do eat specific meat. Yeah.
Because I could frame the same argument, with the way our teeth evolved. Like a tiger or a lion, they have the type of teeth that evolved so that they could bite through meat and tear up meat or whatever. And we didn't. So technically, like I can make the same argument.
Well, no, we're definitely considered omnivores because we have canines still.
Right.
So they're used to tear off meat, but then we have herbivore teeth to then mash up the meat.
I think I'm just saying, like,
but
drink milk.
You have bad gums. Let's be honest. No, it's true. He's young, but he's had like 6 gum surgeries, and so like this would be me giving like a lecture on hair.
He's lucky. I'm not even gonna lie. He's lucky putting your business out there. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Well,
where's the water bottle thing?
You have no idea.
Well, Crowder. I mean, it's been a running thing on the show. The guys had ACL surgery twice.
You didn't have to throw that out there. I mean, geez, we're talking about gum.
Falling apart, man. Yeah. And I'm trying to help him by straightening out the milk. so that he can maybe just live a more orderly life. That, like, it all starts with the refrigerator in the bedroom.
Mhm.
It's all willy-nilly. It's all falling apart. Guess what happens next? Your gums bleed.
For a guy that's so tidy, you
Yeah.
have man boobs. All right,
I'm
why don't we
54
start
years
there? Why don't
old.
we start
I'm
there?
54. I've earned these man boobs. Like, I've waited all my life to get these man boobs. I'm 54. If I was your age, I would not have them.
Well, like
You have man boobs.
That's a good cop out.
But I do embrace it. Like, when you get to 54, you kind of want them. You really want them.
Not really.
Crowder knows. I've had this discussion before. I have a what do you call it? A dream. I have a romantic vision of being one of these people. You ever watch My 600-Pound Life?
Please, yeah.
All right. So I have this romantic vision of it because it doesn't seem like, I've done 54 years. It doesn't seem the worst thing in the world to lay in bed all day, watch Netflix, and have people enable you by bringing you food because they feel bad for you because you can't get out of the bed.
Oh my God.
And so I've asked Crowder
my God.
before, because we're pretty tight. I've asked him before, will you clean under my flaps? Because at some point you got to, you know what I mean? Like, you got to clean under. So I've had the,
You should see Tree's face.
yeah, I've given the hypothetical before. I'm older now. My wife has left me. I'm disgusting. And so I'm there and I need, a good friend to clean under my flaps. And that to me is a good barometer of where friendship is. And Crowder, what was your answer again?
Hell no. Jevon, if he's about to fight anywhere in the world, he can call me. He knows I'm coming. I don't need to know why the fight started, but I'm gonna start swinging. If he need, hey man, I'm down a little bit. I need $15 to make it home with gas. I'm on the way. I am not picking up a man's breast and cleaning underneath it with a rag.
Not necessarily
Flaps
my
alone.
breast.
Flaps alone. The fact
like
that you have to
side
get
flaps.
in there and dig out the dirt and the
Right. Because you don't want me to get sores.
That alone is just.
But you don't want me to get sores.
Yeah, that's on you, brother. You got yourself.
No. I get it. Like, I'm not arguing it.
No, I feel you.
But I'm at that point now,
Yeah,
and you're my friend. So can you help me avoid
You're at
these
that
sores?
point where you're like 600 pounds and you're like, yo, I need your help.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna have to hire a professional.
But I can't. I got nothing. CC. I call CC because my phone. Hey, Siri, dial CC.
I'm just gonna make it very clear that I'm not the individual to call to rely on to pick up the flaps and scoop out the grind. I'm not that guy.
I think Crowder would do it for me, though. We've had a long enough history. I think Crowder would do it for me.
I got a weak stomach. It'd be now it's throw up on you too. What are we doing? What are we doing here?
Yeah, nah.
Well, anyway, you don't have that romantic vision sometimes?
I don't have that romantic vision at
just
all.
like somebody like puts the pizza box on your belly.
Not even
you
close
ever
to
watch
it.
that show?
Yes.
I watched that show and I'm like, doesn't seem so bad.
Well, I watched the show a couple of days ago and the lady said that she had the sudden need to drink water and it's a revolution. And the lady that was with her, the friend, was like, you're just thirsty. You're just thirsty. You just your body needs water. Like, you can't. She's like, I just don't know. I can't get past it.
Like, she thought she was like, it was like some sort of epiphany.
Yeah, come on.
I love that show.
There's a such thing as being addicted to water.
I have heard of that.
Oh, Crowder's got a story with that.
I dated a girl in college. Her name was Crystal. And we started dating. And she asked me, she's like, yeah, I could tell she was kind of, slow about me meeting her family. And she was like, yeah, my mom, she would love to meet you. And I was like, oh, I'll meet mom, whatever you want to. I'll go meet her. We go to a state asylum almost, like a place with locks on the doors. And I'm like, what is wrong with this lady? Why am I here? I don't even like you like that,
what?
Crystal. She was in
Wait a second, you won't clean under my flaps and you went to visit Crystal's mom at the asylum? I mean, we've been together 10 years.
I had a weak stomach, I got a weak stomach. And we go in, start talking to her. She's fine. She's normal. She's talking. And so then after leaving, I found out she's addicted to water. Like, if there's water in the toilet, she'll go get it to drink it. If she's around anything with water, she's going to drink it. And you drink too much water, it thins your blood out, and you start passing out and having health problems.
I saw that on Grey's Anatomy.
Wow.
That was on Grey's Anatomy. Yeah, I swear there was a guy on there, and he was like addicted to drinking water. And then he ended up drinking the toilet water in the bathroom, and like he ended up passing out and ended up dying. Yeah, it was crazy.
Wow.
Was his daughter's name Crystal?
Hey,
Did you see Crowder peeking around the corner?
I
of the
seen him in the
room?
window like this, shaking his head, like, oh my goodness. Try to tell him.
You're a big Grace fan?
I watched Grey's Anatomy up until I seen them pull the two people in. They were back to back on the emergency chair, and they had a pole going through them. Right there, I was like, you know what? It's
I've
probably
never
not
seen the
show.
show.
Probably
I've
not
never
the show
seen
for
it.
me.
Man.
It started getting dark. Meredith started jumping around. I was like, it started getting dark. man.
Once they killed off her
Spoiler
husband,
alert.
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
yeah. I mean, it's been out for so
I mean,
long.
it's season 37 at this
Yeah.
point. But once they killed off her husband, I mean,
Oh, bro, it was getting darker earlier than that. Oh, boy got hit by a bus. George, I think his name was. I was like, oh, okay, I probably can't watch.
You got to tap out.
I gotta tap out.
they
bro.
had a plane crash. Somebody
Yeah.
lost a leg.
Right.
Was
Yeah, well, it was all like
in the
real
water,
life
like,
situations,
drowning?
right?
Bro, it
All
was
right.
crazy.
Anyway, we will continue to break down the Kyle Lowry, Terry Rozier trade throughout the afternoon. Let's get a quick look at headlines because I want to take a break and then come back and talk some Dolphins with Jevon. Quick look at headlines here with the filthy, dirty Alejandro Solana.
Hey, Jevon, if I give you like $50, will you fight him for me?
I don't even think you need to give him any money. I think he's got your back. The way Crowder's got my back, I think Jevon has your back.
Yeah, just let me know when to turn the camera off.
The sports update, it's driven by the new Palmetto Ford Truck Super Center. Why buy your truck at a car store? Palmetto Ford, we know truck. So, yes, the Miami Heat trade Kyle Lowry and a 2027 first-round pick to the Hornets in return for Scary Terry Rozier. Welcome to the Scary Terry Miami Heat era.
All right. We'll talk about it today.
Yep.
The
Great
Panthers
fit.
and their losing skid. What was that, Crowder?
I say it's a great fit. The way he plays, the edge he plays with, it's a great fit.
It's everything that you were annoyed with by Kyle Lowry, lack of offense, and everything
Well.
that Crowder has consistently complained about with Kyle Lowry, I think Terry Rozier fixes in the
Yep.
short term.
If you're getting the Terry Rozier, the good Terry Rozier.
Well, I'm saying
Okay.
in the short term, let's get a half a season out of him, and then we'll worry about what it means for the future.
23 points a game. Kyle
Right,
Lowry
but
hadn't scored
23
that since high school.
It's an NBA champion you're talking about.
Kyle Lowry's final game with the Heat, he shot 1 of 9, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's rough.
No, I'm just saying, Scary Terry with the Hornets had good numbers this season. You dive a little bit deeper, he becomes a volume shooter, takes a lot of shots, isn't the most efficient player. This season he's been good. The Hornets are also really bad. He becomes your fourth option though, which is a plus for Miami. This is good. I'm not hating on the trade, but to say this fixes everything, you finally get a bucket maker and the Heat are going to score a lot of points now. The offense is fixed. To me is it's far stretched.
Did Hoch didn't just say that? Hoch said we have upgraded at the point guard position ridiculously, and that is a fact. You're going to give me PERs and efficiency percentages. Terry Rozier is better than Kyle Lowry. He is, flat out.
I agree.
And Terry Rozier is probably better than Dame Lillard. He'd actually ended up benefiting by not getting Dame time and getting Terry Rozier.
That brother right there to the left of me sounds crazy. I won't comment on no more, but that's crazy. Game time.
Should hear what they think about DeMar DeRozan.
I always take it one step too far. I don't have a good governor for where to.
We did a week on Jimmy Butler versus DeMar DeRozan. These two bozos were claiming DeMar DeRozan's better than Jimmy Butler. You know how Jimmy responds? 50 points in
and an NBA
playoffs,
finals.
And an NBA
going to the
finals.
NBA finals.
finals, yeah, bro.
Yeah. Why you got to
DeMar-
bring that up, Dirty Filthy?
Okay, man, boobs. Panthers
Dirty
beat the Predators 4-1.
Hey, let Gummy speak, Crowder.
Dirty filthy.
It's funny nickname if you say it real fast like that, like super casual.
Yeah.
All right, what else you got, Dirty Filthy?
It's almost as funny as ass foot over there in a closet. He has a literal piece of his ass on his foot.
No, not me. Crowder does.
Oh,
Don't look
I
at
thought
me.
it was you. I was like,
Don't
wow.
look at me. Yeah.
Yeah, skin graft. Had to have my skin graft because I burnt my foot when I was a kid.
Yeah, it's nasty.
But it's also very obvious that it's ass skin. Like
Ass
it doesn't blend in with the foot. Like it is so obviously ass skin.
And
That's
one
worse.
This is the guy that won't clean under my flaps, by the way.
The patchwork is subpar.
and one side of the patch has hair on it because that was the side closest to the crack.
Mm-hmm.
And
I knew you was gonna add something like
that's
that.
what I'm saying. He doesn't know
That
what to
couldn't
stop
be
either.
comfortable. That couldn't be comfortable getting that cut off. Very invasive. Very invasive.
Take it easy, Doc. Take it easy,
Right.
Doc.
Yeah, how about maybe just a little piece by the shoulder or something? Is there?
Inter Miami, they lost to FC Dallas 1-0 last night. It was a goal in the 3rd minute, and that was it. So, so far winless in their first 2 preseason games, and their game against Cristiano Ronaldo's Al Nassr is in question. I'll explain a little bit later. Your weather from the Demesman and Dover Law Firm. Call them 866-954-MORE. YourAccidentAttorneys.com. Free consultations 24/7. Partly cloudy, very windy, but a pretty decent afternoon. That's your weather.
All right, there you go. Headlines from Old Dirty Filthy Bastard. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with more Jevon Holland from Hollywood Kia after this.